What is up, everybody? The Hunter GT with TheHunterGT.com. That's right, go check out the website. Have the awesome metal detecting forum over there with a bunch of rad guys talking about all sorts of different detectors, showing off their finds, and just talking shop. Basically, anything you need for metal detecting, head on over to my website, TheHunterGT.com. Well, what do we have today? Here it is. Look at this. The Intey metal detector kit. The model TOG7024. That's right. They couldn't name it something awesome, you know, like the super duper detector or something cool like that. It's the TOG7-024. That's it. That's what you get from China, because this is a Chinese-made detector, and it is $89 on Amazon.com. I picked this up. I picked up two of them, actually. Don't tell the Huntress, because she'll totally obliterate my soul and then dig it up and obliterate it all over again when she finds out I bought two of them. So $180 I spent on two of these Intey metal detectors. You know, I was like, you know, I gotta review one of these. I have to check one of these out. What can you get for $80? And later in another video coming up, I'll have detector number 2, and then after that I'm gonna do a versus against some other detectors right under $100. The Bounty Hunter Gold Digger that you can pick up for like $60-$70, and then the Tracker 4 from Bounty Hunter that you can pick up for like $90, so $1 more than this detector. So we're gonna check this bad boy out, and I say that, oh, I'm trying to keep a straight face here, guys. When I've already looked at it, I've opened the box, I've peeked at it, I've played with it a little bit. I'm gonna try my best to keep a straight face while I do this review, all right? So it's gonna be a fun one. All right, the Intey metal detector kit, TOG7024, coming at you. Alright guys, there it is, all unwrapped out on the table here. We have the detector, the user manual, we got this little pouch here that has a folding shovel / pickaxe type thing inside of it, and a bag right here. And let me tell you, this bag is probably the coolest thing out of the whole kit, but it reeks like chemicals. It smells like if you were to light a match right now, that would be the last video that the Hunter GT does, because I would burst into flames right along with it. As soon as we open the box, we're like, oh no. Oh no, we opened this inside. This is terrible smelling, and we rushed it outside as quick as we could, and it's kind of been sitting there ever since. It reeks nasty style. So there it is. I actually have two of these detectors, not the same one. I have another Intey that I bought for $89.99, so I spent $180 just to do some fun little reviews, because let me tell you, fun is the key word here. Comical is the key word. Ridiculous is the key word. The performance of this thing is bonkers. I've tested it out a little bit, and let me tell you, it is, oh boy, it's enlightening to see some of the good stuff that we get to use compared to some of this cheap Chinese manufactured stuff that I'm about to display here. So here we go, the Intey detector. That's it. That's what's in the kit. The user manual, the detector, the little digger thingamabopper, and the bag. And let me tell you, this user manual here, it comes in quite a few languages, about 4 or 5, but look at that font right there. Can you believe that? Boy, if you don't need glasses and a Tylenol before you read this, you will absolutely need one by the end of this manual. Oh my goodness, that is some tiny font. Not sure why anybody would print something so small. You know, not knocking the hobby, but most detectorists are middle-aged or upwards, and don't have the best eyesight, I would assume. I have 20/20 vision, 2015 actually. I can see a couple lines underneath the 20/20 line, but even this strains my eyes. By the time I was done reading through this, I was like, oh my gosh, past the Advil, past the Tylenol, you will absolutely need it. So yeah, it comes with this detector bag. It actually feels not too bad. Other than the smell that I probably shouldn't be rubbing on my fingers here, it's actually not a bad bag. It's okay. It's probably my favorite thing out of the entire kit. This little pouch that this, let's pull it out here. This is the little digger combo thing here. It's got a little compass on the end of it there. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera there. It's got a little compass. The handle is so well glued on that it just slides around. As you're screwing it on, it just slides. So as you're pickaxing or whatever, it will go flying. Absolutely. It's basically, I'll put it together here in a second. It's basically rolled sheet metal. It's like a 32nd thick, a 16th is being generous. It is super, basically just rolled sheet metal that's on there. I could bend it easily if I wanted to with my hand. So not something that's going to last you too long. I'm not sure if that's something that you're going to want to be carrying around the park. Once I put it together, I'll show you. So there is the detector itself, the Intey 7¼ inch coil. The coil is quite nose heavy. There's no padding, you know, no foam grip on this one. Under $100, I didn't really expect there to be. Not a big deal at all. There is the faceplate right there. So take a look. It's got surface, 25 cent, 10 cent. We'll go over all of that here in just a minute. It takes one 9-volt battery. No idea what the specs are. There's nothing like that in the manual, so it's probably going to be a pretty short review because there's not much to this detector. No frequency, no, you know, program options, anything like that. It's basically turn on, go. You can disc out 1 or 2 lines right there, and you can set the sensitivity from 4 bars to 1 bar. So super easy to use. There's not much to it. No idea about the specifications. It doesn't even show you the weight of it in the manual, anything like that. So I'm assuming about 2.5 to 3 pounds roughly. It is very nose heavy, like I said. And look how short the distance is from the arm cuff to the pad there. It's more of a wrist support than it is a forearm support. If you're small or a child or something like that, you are going to get fatigued on your wrist very, very quickly. It kind of reminds me of the Ace series from Garrett. You know, go back to my Land Ranger Pro Ace 400 Versus video, where that was my huge complaint of the Garrett detectors, was that the arm cuff is so close to the pad or to the grip that, you know, it's almost pointless to even have that because it's not supporting anything. All of the weight is in your wrist on this detector, and it does not feel good at all. So I'm going to try to keep a straight face as I do this video. There's, oh yeah, like I'm going to try to give it a fair shake, but it's so hard. I mean, it's from China. It's built like it's from China. It performs like it's from China. And I'm not knocking China, but it is the land of knockoffs and subpar quality, let's just say. So, all right, let's turn on this detector and check it out. Alright, so there we have the little pickaxe. I said I'd show that off real quick before we turn on the detector. You can tell the rivet's really nice in there. It's like an aluminum rivet. I don't even think it's steel, any part of this. So, super lightweight. I mean, it's just, it's sheet metal basically. Yeah, you're not really gonna, I'll probably break it on this table here. The handle spins on it if you give it enough force when you're putting it together. Let me see if I can unscrew it. No, I can't. But anyways, this end will fold down and that end will fold up. So you're looking at like a 12-inch shovel that you would try to carry around with you to the park or the schools or whatever. And it's just, I don't know. You know, if you're gonna make something like this, make it in good quality and don't put it with a metal detecting kit. Who's gonna metal detect? I mean, this is like for gold prospecting. If it was better built, it would be for gold prospecting or something. I can never see anybody using this in a grassy park or a school where they'd be like, what do you have a pickaxe out here for, or a big long 12-inch shovel out here for? And in semi-tough to rugged dirt, that thing is gonna bend in half like a paper plate basically. So not the biggest fan of that. So let's move on to the detector here. We'll go ahead and put it on the ground here and let's take a look. Let's turn it on here. So there we go. It's turned on. We got power, plus, minus, and mode here. So let's go ahead and hit mode. It takes us to our sensitivity, which we can lower down to 1 bar, or we can take it up to 4 bars. That's it. That's your whole sensitivity adjustment right there. You're not gonna get anything much more than that. Hit mode again, and we are at disc. See how it's blinking? So nails and crown caps, it says, are disced out. And then you hit it again, 5 cent, 1 cent, S cap is disked out, and then we hit it one more time and we have both lines disked out. And it is a 3-tone machine, believe it or not. So low tone for iron, mid tone for nickel, zinc penny, pull tab and S cap, and then high tone for 25 cent and 10 cent. So we basically go 1 bar, 2nd bar, and both bars with the arrows that are disked out. You hit it again and you're back to no discrimination, I guess. So we'll bump it up to, let's see, two bars right here, and actually we'll go all the way high and we'll go ahead and throw it on an air test. So that's pretty much all there is to it. I can't explain how to use it anymore because that's it. You got sensitivity adjustment and you have disc for those 2 lines, and that's it. The headphone adapter is a 1/8 adapter right there in the front of the detector. I mean, you got your icons, you have target ID icons right there. The little arrow points to it as you go over the according, you know, object. Coin depth sensitivity, or the coin depth meter from surface to 246. Not a lot to it. Little battery symbol right there, 1 9-volt battery. So that's about all I can show you guys. I mean, I can't really run through a plethora of tone options or discrimination settings or notch settings. There's none of that on this. It is a very basic detector you're getting for $90 here. And one thing that I found funny, this is like a plastic bag thickness right here. Look at that. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera, the way that is warping, but I am barely touching it. And it is just like, I can feel like I could just poke my finger right through to the LCD beneath it, no problem. So good luck with that if you decide to buy one of these, which you shouldn't. Let me tell you right now, if you buy one of these like I did, you are a fool parting with his money. That is for sure. So I just bought this for the review video. I just had to see what was out there with some of these crazy off-brand Chinese detectors. And yeah, there it is. So what do you say we throw up the ruler, max it out here. There we go, we're max sensitivity, and see what sort of depth, distance that we get, if you want to call it that. Alright, there we go. We got the clear plastic ruler up right here. We have a 50-cent piece, quarter, nickel, zinc, copper. So varying sizes right here. Let's start off with the copper penny. It is maxed out. Let's see what we get here. Mm, 4.5. We're starting to get mid-tones. And at 5 inches, we have nothing at 5 inches. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's try a zinc penny. Let's see what simulate a large gold ring here, basically, with the zinc penny. Oh, nothing at 4.5 on this one. We got a beep there at 4.5. Every once in a while it'll beep. Oh, there we go. Nothing at 4.75 or 5. Nothing. So we're looking at 4.5 inches on a copper and zinc. Let's try the nickel. The nickel should reach out and touch somebody, right? Most detectors are pretty hot on nickels. Not this detector. 4 inches. And we have nothing at 4 inches right here. Oh, wait. We got something there. We got something there. Nope. It's gone again. 4 inches. Look at that. I'm right at 4. Nothing. If I back up 3.5, I'm getting hits every once in a while at 3.5. Nothing at 4. 1 or 2 beeps at 4. Let's try something bigger. A quarter here, high conductor. 3 inches. 4 inches. Alright, we're at 4.5. Still getting beeps at 4.5. 5, yes. And nothing at 5.5 to 6. Oh, it mid-tone there. It mid-tone. So you're looking at about 5.5 on a quarter. Oh boy. Here we go with the $50. Big coin. 5.5. We're getting 5.5. That's where the quarter cut off. We're at 6. 6. We're getting hits still. 6.5. Nothing. It drops off a cliff like within a ½ inch there. Just nothing. No modulated audio or anything fancy here. It just basically drops the digital signal on it. So there it is. So 6, 6.5 on a large object. We're looking at about 4, 4.5 on a penny. So I should have brought a dime. I don't have a dime out here for some stupid reason, but a dime, you know, it's got to be 4 inches or under. I mean, a copper penny is a high conductor right here. So I'm guessing 4 inches, 3.5 inches on a dime. So bonkers, just crazy. $90, and we get less than half a foot on just about every object other than a large coin that you don't usually find in the United States at all. This is your bread and butter right here, and dimes, which are smaller. So in dirt, we're going to take away a little bit of this depth. You know, this is an air test, so distance, and in dirt we're probably looking at, like, realistically 2 to 3.5 inches on most of these objects right here, and maybe 4 inches in dirt, 3.5 in dirt on a quarter. So that's it on the air testing. Let's check out some recovery speed of this bad boy Intey metal detector. Oh boy. All right, let's check out recovery speed. Here we go. We have a quarter. We have the $half. Well, it doesn't even pick that up on some sweeps. What's happening here? There it goes. Oh boy. And we have the penny. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this recovery speed? Here we go with the sweep. And that is more than a coil distance apart. Look at that. I've left a couple inches on each side of the coil, like an inch or two on each side. So it's not the hardest test for this thing here. I get 2 beeps every once in a while. It mid-toned that middle one right there. If I do a normal sweep that I would swing a detector like this, you get 1 hit on 3 coins. Let's see if we can get all 3. Let's see how slow we have to go here. Oh, that was one target. All right, here we go. 1 beep again. Let's move it down, like right above it. We'll scrub it here. 1 target again. And it's giving me mid-tones on some of these, which is just bonkers to me. It almost likes a... There we go. Nope, just 1 tone on that one too. So there we go. As we can see, recovery speed is basically non-existent on this detector. Basically non-existent here. So there it is, guys. It's a short review because I just can't go on anymore, to be quite honest. We have the chemical bag here, we have our pickaxe here, the detector, and the microscopic manual. All can be yours for $89.99 on Amazon. And what blows my mind is this is a sponsored product on Amazon. Shame on them. I don't know why they would sponsor this product. You know, I don't know. It just blows my mind. Depth, you're looking at 6 inches max, 6.5 inches on that $half. In dirt, you're looking at just a couple inches tops, most likely. So there it is, guys, the Intey metal detector. Hope you enjoyed the video. TheHunterGT signing off. I will see you on the next video.